coming out to the creek again. I'm gonna go see if I can find the crappie. I was at a different place and the wind was just blowing, so I had to come to a different creek where there's trees. That wind ain't no joke. Now when it's 33 degrees, it's cold. Here in Texas, I'm not used to all that. Or at least at this part where I live. Alright guys, we're gonna get back to you once we get to the fish, and you guys stay tuned. If you guys can see that, that's the first crappie. It's pretty dark outside right now. That's our first one. There it is. There's a crappie. He ain't a big one. Not a big one, but it's a crappie though. You guys can see that with the light. Let's let him go. Man, it's cold out here. There's another crappie though. Let's let him go. There we go. He's off that stump that was out there. Man, it's freezing. It is freezing out here. There's a crappie on the white. Man. There we go. There's a crappie. There we go. Settle down, bud. Settle down. Settle down. There we go. There's a crappie. There we go. There we go. Here's a crappie. Oh, there it goes. Quick release, quick release. Hello there, YouTube. So, I'm going to do a quick video on the floats here, that how I make these, how I buy these. I'll go to Walmart and buy these little floats here. It's got the little weights, or some of them don't have the weights, but you know, either one will work. But I'm going to show you guys what I do real quick to turn them into a slip bobber. So I'm going to put you guys down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So what I do is I'll buy these here that have the little slip bobber little deals here. They already got the holes in them and everything in them. So what I do is I'll just pull these out, and I'll use it on the other float, on this float here, once I'm done. So what I normally do is just get anything that will clip this off. I just clip out that one end, and you know, I'll just take it apart. And I don't need this float. So what I do is I just stick, it comes off of another bobber, slip slip bobber. So I just stick it in there. So it turns it into a slip bobber, basically. I like to put one here at the end too, but a lot of times they're just too long. These guys are too long. So what I'll do is I'll clip them. So I'll clip them so they're not as long. So I'll clip them and make them smaller. If you guys can see the difference. I don't know if you guys can see that real good, but to make it smaller so I can just put 2 of them in. It's a lot better to have 2 in because that way the line, if you just have just this one here on the top and you don't have one at the bottom is just the cork. It's just the cork itself. So if you get hung up or something, you'd be pulling, the line can cut into the cork, which I don't like that. So what I'll do is I'll cut this down too as well, and I'll just shove that in there as well. So then you got this. You got your slip bobber. You guys can see that it's got on both ends. It has a little slip cork. And that's how I set up my slip bobber. And I get these little floats at Walmart, either local Walmart. You can get those. And that's how I use it, just like that. And they work pretty good. I like them. And they're not the big ones like this one here. Like this one here is a pretty big one compared to the smaller ones. I use the small ones. The big ones will work too as well, but the crappie won't. Most of them won't pull this down, but you know, a lot of people use them. I don't like them. That's just me. It's my preference. I don't like the bigger ones. I like these smaller ones here. They can take this down real easy. You'll be able to see the bite with the action. So yeah, you guys, hope this clears up some of the questions I'm getting on YouTube, where I'm buying these bobbers, and you know, so that's it basically. It's real simple. Yeah, thank you guys, and hopefully this clear up some of the questions, like I said. And that's how I make these little bobbers here. So all right guys, hope this helps.